Hello, friends. Sanjeev here. So, today I'm back with another topic, cloud security certification, and which one you should go for. Well, cybersecurity is always an evergreen domain for job aspects, a higher salary, and even job security. And cloud security is adding an extra fun to this security domain, but it's really tough to maintain the pace and ever changing and challenging aspects of this security domain. It can be frustrating sometimes too. uh, so if you have patience and a will to hone the skill, you would basically ace this domain. So fundamentally, cloud security concepts would be the same for all cloud-based services, more or less. And it will also depend on how we implement it, which tools you are going to use, and be it in-house developed or third-party services or cloud service providers make it available for you as a managed service. So it is always good to go through well organized concepts on cloud security to understand its uses, implementation, security risks, and other security concepts related to compliance, audit, incident response, etc. So the more you practice, the more you get skilled in this domain. And well, getting some cloud security certification is one of those ways, but you should ask first, what are the advantage of getting certification at first place? Well, it is one of the requirements of job details these days. It shows you are aware of overall concepts related to that certification, which helps to get your CV screened with a positive response, and you can get a call. Well, I call it a competitive advantage over the candidates. And rest is now how you present yourself in an interview and how much you actually understand the real concept. This way you can expand your knowledge and skills horizontally or vertically. Well, never forget, it can increase your earning potential as well, and it may be helpful for you in appraisal or promotion. I think these are the main reasons that people try to get certified. So if you think any other advantages, please share. We will try to add it here and share it in comment. Now, before I show you what are all the cloud certifications available in the market and which one you should go for, please subscribe to our channel if you have not subscribed yet, and click on that notification bell icon so that you can get notified whenever we upload new videos like this. So I created a mind map for you, and this actually covers 9 cloud security certifications. And just wait for the 10th one, which is a wild entry here. And I will explain you why this 10th one is very interesting certification as well. So let's start with CompTIA Cloud Plus. Well, what it covers, it basically covers cloud deployment, cloud security, and cloud management and migration. It looks like it is basically a cloud computing certification, but it is not. For that, CompTIA has another certification, which is like Cloud Essentials. So this one basically highlights the overview of its implementation, maintenance, and it emphasizes on security aspects, basically the encryption standards, key management, access controls, and other aspects. It asks maximum of 90 questions, which is of 90 minutes, and the passing score is 750 out of 100 to 900 scale. Recommended experience, it says 2 to 3 years, but a fresher can also try. It is available in 2 languages, English and Japanese, and it retires after 3 years. So it was actually launched on 2018, so it has still some time. And the new beta version is also available. You can see here, which is like on or before it will be available for you to go ahead. But currently, this one is the right one, and it costs you 329 USD dollar. Now let's see CCSK, which is by Cloud Security Alliance, and it stands for certificate of cloud security knowledge. So what it covers? It covers these many domains which actually related to cloud security only, like enterprise risk management or compliance or audit management, information governance, infrastructure security, virtualization, application security, data security, logging, monitoring, and so many other aspects. But these are mostly conceptual things which will be covered in CCSK, and it asks 60 questions. Passing score is 80%, for which you will be given 90 minutes, and the exam fee is $395. Now there is again another certification from Cloud Security Alliance, which is known as CCAK, which stands for Certificate of Cloud Auditing Knowledge, and it will be available in quarter 4 2020. It is to complement CCSK, and this covers the aspects of cloud auditing. So it covers everything related to governance, compliance, auditing. Anyone who is into this compliance, audit, or data privacy side, they can try for this CCAK certifications. And as I said, it will be available in quarter 4 2020. So these are the two important certifications from Cloud Security Alliance. Now we will see CCSP, which stands for Certified Cloud Security Professional. And many people even ask the comparison between CCSP and CCSK. Well, I'm not going to cover the differences and anything in details, because it is just to give you an overview of the certifications and which one is for you. If you want CCSP versus CCSK difference in details, you can basically ask in comment and we will make another video for you. Well, this basically covers cloud security operations, cloud application security, cloud data security, cloud platform and infrastructure security, and other cloud architecture concept and design. And this one is like little tougher than CCSK, and it covers all the things from the implementation perspective. So these all are actually vendor neutral certification. We will also cover some vendor based cloud security certifications. Well, there will be 125 questions in the exam, for which you will be given 3 hours, and 700 is a passing score out of 1000. Now you see, CCSK certification can be substituted for 1 year experience in the cloud security, and CISSP certification holders automatically meet the experience requirements, and it costs you $599. Now we will see one of the costliest certification from GIAC, which is GCSA, which stands for GIAC Cloud Security Automation. Well, it looks like it is for cloud security automation, but it covers many things. We'll see in a while. But before that, for whom this GCSA is? Well, most of the concepts that it covers, it looks like who are into cloud security administration side, or just cloud administration side, or basically a security consultant, software architects, and developers. They all can go through this certification. So what it covers? Well, it covers everything that you uh, possibly think about cloud security, like microservices security, cloud security monitoring, compliance as a code and putting that in your CI/CD pipeline, container security monitoring, data protection, even the DevSecOps security controls in cloud, security infrastructure as a code, or even the securing the whole cloud architecture. And similar to microservices security, it covers serverless security as well. So this looks pretty dense certificate, and I think it is one of the toughest certificate as well. And it is online proctored exam. There will be only 75 questions. Time limit will be 2 hours, and passing score is just 61%. So you can try this as well, and it costs you almost $2,000. So I would go for it if my company sponsors. Well, there are another cloud security training from SANS. Well, we have already covered this Sec 540, Cloud Security and DevOps Automation. There are few interesting trainings like multi-cloud cloud security assessment and defense, and then cloud native security. Like if you are involved with containers and Kubernetes security, you can go for this. If you are looking for cloud penetration testing, then you can check Sec 588. Well, these all were vendor neutral. Now coming to the vendor specific security certifications. The first one is AWS Security Specialty Certification. They have 5 domains: incident response, logging and monitoring, infrastructure security, data security, and identity and access management, which covers IAM, KMS, and many other things. And this is also multiple choice and multiple answer type format. And you can take this test online. You have to complete this exam within 170 minutes. And the cost of this certification is 300 USD dollar. Passing a score is again around 700 out of 1000. The next one is Azure Security Engineer certification, which is uh, commonly known as AZ-500. And it also covers a similar thing what we saw in AWS Security Specialty, like platform protection, security operations, data security, application security, and identity and access management. Again, there will be 40 to 60 questions. 150 minutes time would be given, and passing a score is 700 out of 1000. So, and the cost is 165 USD dollars. So I can say half of AWS Security Specialty. It is available in English, Japanese, Chinese, and Korean language. You can take this exam online. Even some materials will be also provided, self-paced online courses by Microsoft Azure. Now, the third one is from Google. So it is Google Security Engineer Professional, and it also covers similar thing: data protection, network security, manage operations with a cloud solution environment, compliance security as well. Okay. And length of the exam is 2 hours. Exam cost is $200. Language specified only as English. It has the same format as AWS Security Specialty: multiple choice, multiple select. There is no prerequisite, but the recommended experience is 3+ industry experience or 1+ in cloud. Specifically, if it is GCP, it would be useful for you. Well, the other one, which I said you, the wild entry, the 10th one is CDA, Certified DevSecOps Architect. Well, by the name, it looks like it is for DevSecOps, but it covers DevSecOps in cloud environment, specifically in AWS. So you can see it is an AWS certification, and it shows you how you can secure your computing services, patch management, data and network security, compliance, and many more things. And its exam pattern is totally different, and which I liked when I was preparing for CDP, Certified DevSecOps Professional. Uh, that was 12 hours exam, and this one is 24 hours practical exam. Believe me, it would be real tough, and you would need real hands-on experience while taking this exam. And they train you very well in this. I can just show you quickly over their website. So you see, prerequisite is you should cover CDP certification, and you should have a basic knowledge of AWS, GCP, or Azure. So overview of DevSecOps will be common, and then overview of DevSecOps on AWS, which covers so many things like Terraform, Ansible, Docker, ACR, attacking and auditing modern DevOps system. And then it starts with AWS. From chapter 4 to chapter 11, everything is about AWS and how you secure them in a continuous fashion. There will be lots of hands-on sessions on IAM, and then computing services, data security, covering S3 encryption, KMS, network security, VPN, VPC, and then infrastructure as a code, patch management, compliance, everything in AWS. So this would be a real good one certification if you are looking for hands-on and practical exam, so that it will be helpful for you, for your organization. Well, so which certification you are preparing now? If you are preparing for something and you are looking for some help or guidance, please write in the comment box. And now something about this video. Please let us know, was this video helpful for you? Anything else you wanted to add in here, which I forgot to add? And what you want to view as my next video. So please don't forget to like our video and comment what you learned from this video. And don't forget to subscribe our channel if you have not subscribed yet. So thank you for watching.